Hi, the purpose of this video is to just show you how you can use tables to get these heading type looks and also where to get icons and how to pull them into your Canvas class. So let's go ahead and get started with the banner type thing that you can do with a table. So if I go in to edit this page, all these banners are tables. Okay, and so I'm going to show you how you can do that and how you can change the background color of those headers. I'm going to go ahead and start a new page so we can start from scratch. So here we are on a blank page. I'm going to go ahead and make this larger so that we can be really focused. I'm going to start by showing you how I created that header. So if you go to Insert, you can go to Table here, or you can also use the table option right here in your toolbar. So I'm just going to make a 1x1 table for this. That's all I'm going to do. And then you can choose the heading type, 2 for really large and then 3 for a little bit smaller. So I'm going to start with a heading 2 and then maybe you want to center it. I usually choose to bold it in addition to make it really pop. Now, the next thing that we'll want to do is give this a background color for the whole entire table cell. Now, there's two ways to do that. Number one is you can use the little icons that pop up here. So in this case, we're actually going to use this first option, which gives you more table properties. I'm going to get to that in 1 second. This icon here deletes the whole table. This one would insert a row before. This one inserts a row after. This one would delete the row that you're on. And then you can insert a column to the left, insert a column to the right, and then delete the column entirely. So let's go to this first option here, which is the table properties. And if you click on advanced, then you'll see that I can set a background color here. So that's how you can adjust the background color of the cell. So say that you want it to be a blue, press save, and then maybe you want to change your text color here to white. So that would be how you could do that. Now, if I click off of it, you'll see that that's saved. Let me just do one more as a demo. I'm going to just go over here and do a 1x1 table. Let me go over here and press enter so I have some space in between. And so this time I want to do a heading 3 type. Maybe this is another section. And this one I'm going to keep left justified. Again, I'm going to go over here and this time I'm going to choose a lighter color, maybe this light gray. Save. Now, one thing that I want to show you is that this actually has that black border, and sometimes you might not want that border to be visible. Here's how you do that. You can click on the cell, again, go into table properties, and then you can just make the border width. Either you can make it 0, save, and you'll see now it's gone. One other way to do this, let's go back into table properties and say you kept that border width. If you go into advanced, since you were there before, when you changed the background color, you can also change the border style to hidden. And so that's usually what I actually do. And then it is just invisible. So that's usually how I'm doing things. Just so you know, another way to get to these table properties is that you can go up here where you were choosing things before and you can go into table properties. If you just want to adjust things for a specific cell, you can go into cell and just the cell properties or row and then use all those other options that we were kind of talking about before. So you can get more options by clicking up on the icon bar itself, but normally I'm just clicking here and using this table properties right there. All right, so now that we have those headings out of the way, let's talk about how to get some icons like I was using. So my favorite place to go for that is actually flaticon.com, where you can get a lot of different icon sets. Now, these icons are free to use, but you do need to give some attribution. And so what I've done, because I figure that a lot of people will be using this, is on the first page of the template at the bottom, it just says icons used throughout this course have been designed using resources from flaticon.com. So that should be all that you need. You can just leave that there if you're going to be using the icon sets, which are already embedded throughout the course. So please do leave that there, and then you're free to use the icons from this site. You can use others that you know too, but I find these very good quality, very easy to use and search for. So say, for example, that, I want to have maybe a to-do list. you could just search for that. And then you can find any of the icons that you like. So say that you like this one. What I recommend is using the size here, 64 pixels. That usually works pretty well for the size of an icon that you want. If you have an account, you'll be able to edit the icon a little bit further, and you can get a free account here, or you can just use this for free. You can see the different types if you want black and white here. This one's in color, and this one is a little bit differently designed. I'm going to just use that middle one that I liked originally. And then when you're ready, again, make sure that you're choosing around 64 pixels, and then use the free download, and then it will download. Once you go back over to Canvas, then you can simply click on the little media icon right here and then just drag it in or select it from your desktop. That's it. Press select. And you can see that was the size that I recommended is a pretty good size there. If you want a little bit smaller, you can just drag from the corner and you can see the size right here on the right. So maybe I want it 50 by 50 instead. And so I think that looks really nice. So now I'm going to press escape to get out of this full screen, and I'm going to press save. And so now I have all of those things set up for myself. Now, one more thing to know, if I go back, let me just go into edit mode here. The images, the icons that you used actually get saved in your Canvas as files that you've uploaded. So maybe you want to use this to do on multiple pages. You can easily do that. All you're going to do now is you're going to go into the images and go into your course images right here. And so then you'll see the images that you had pulled in, like this one. It's just going to be available for you, so you don't need to download and upload every time. So if you want to get like a bank of icons that you really like, you can just upload them maybe to a sample holding page on Canvas. Like you'll see here, if we go into modules, I have some template icons and stuff all here. And so what you can do is you could just upload them all to maybe this page. Once you upload them once, then they're going to be available throughout your course. So that would be maybe an idea to use if you're into icons. All right, so that just helps with some visual breakup and to call things out a little bit. So that's really it. Hopefully this was clear and helpful. And that'll be it for now. Bye.